الحمد لله. الحمد لله الذي أحيانا بعدما أماتنا وإليه النشور. وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له. وأشهد أن سيدنا ومولانا ونبينا وحبيبنا محمدا صلى الله عليه وسلم نبيه وعبده بلغ الرسالة وأدى الأمانة ونصح الأمة وكشف الغمة وجاهد في الله حق جهاده حتى أتاه اليقين. فصلوات الله وسلامه عليه وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. My dear respected brothers and sisters in Islam, I bear witness that there is no God worthy of worship except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And I bear witness that Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is his prophet and messenger. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, إِنَّ عِدَّةَ الشُّهُورِ عِنْدَ اللَّهِ 12 شهرا في كتاب الله. The number of months in the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala when He created the skies and the earth are 12. And we have just started a new Gregorian, according to the Gregorian calendar, we have just started a new year. We finished 2017 and we started 2018. And I feel that I need to talk about how should we as Muslims look at this incident every year. Whether it's the Hijri year or whether it's the Miladi or the Gregorian calendar year or any other year that we follow, how should we as Muslims look at it? And I love what one of the youth told me a few weeks ago. When I asked them, what does it mean to you that we are in 2018? One of them said, Sheikh, it's a wake-up call. Truly. The first thing we should discuss with our own selves, we should look at, is that wake-up call. We just woke up. 2017 have finished. We have no more time in 2018. It's gone. We woke up this morning. Yesterday is gone. As Muslims, we don't just look at this calendar or that calendar. Every morning when we wake up, it's a wake-up call that comes with it. And the first thing that we should look at, what did I do in the past year? What did I do yesterday? What did I do in the opportunity that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have given me again? Should I be happy? A lot of people were happy. You know, that night when the clock was ticking, tick, 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 until it became 12 o'clock, and then people were partying, and everybody's happy and hugging each other and doing some stuff that probably a lot of it, most of it is haram. Not all of it, but most of it is haram. And then they're happy. Why are you happy? Oh, we're in a new year. You just missed one whole year if you haven't done anything in it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, فَاعْتَبِرُوا يَا أُولِي الْأَبْصَارِ. Every time He gives us a story, every time He gives us an example, He says, reflect, understand. What have you done before? Did you make a difference? Have you changed something? Did you add something to your life and everybody else's life around you? The family, the community, the society, your country, the world. Have we done anything? And then once we look back and see what have we done? Was it good? So we can increase and build on? Or was it bad? So we can repair? So we can fix? Maybe train? We can do different things to change our future. If you don't know your past, you don't know how it went, where the mistakes are, where the correct things are, you will not be able to go to the future. And Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he taught us to be optimistic about the future. I know, a lot of times we look into, especially when you open up Al Jazeera or CNN and you read the news and you listen to the news and you see the pictures and you wonder where is anything to be optimistic about. There is always something to be optimistic about. And if you look deep into it. When we were children, when you turned on the TV or you turned on and listened to the news or you read the newspaper, there was more than just wars and people killed. There was more than homicides and murders and thefts. There was actually some news about developments in this world. And Rasulullah ﷺ, as was narrated by Aisha radiallahu anha, she said, كان رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يعجبه الفأل الحسن ويكره الطيرة. Rasulullah ﷺ loved to be optimistic and loved people that are optimistic. And he did not like those people that always wearing dark shades. Take them off. Look at the world. Things are changing. A lot of things are changing for the better. I'll just give you a few examples, real quick. But you can find way more. Cholera. It's a disease that goes and spreads so fast in countries where there's a lot of poorness, let's say. People are poor. In 2017, a new cheap vaccination have been produced, discovered, and it's available to solve the problem of cholera. That's just 2017. In 2017, the percentage of people dying because of cancer went down 25%. 25%. Things are happening in the world. In 2017, the percentage of divorce, and that's strange, fell down. The percentage, and inshallah we have nothing to do with this, but we still live in the Canadian society. The percentage of abortion went down a lot. Since 1980, the bingo went down actually. There's things, if you go and look up stuff on Google and this and that, you'll find a lot of things, over 100 things, that people have improved just in 2017. We can be optimistic. But with this, are we planning to be a part of this change? And if we are planning, and you know what the scholars say, if you fail to plan, then you have planned to fail. There's a scholar, management scholar, his name is Brian Tracy. He says, every minute you plan will save you 10 minutes in execution. That's basically every 100 minutes, you get 1,000 minutes of savings. In science, it's called 1,000% return. And if you don't do plan, then you get to the next scholar, Stephen A. He says, the only way to achieve your goals, because it's easy to make goals, by the way. A lot of people, New Year, they have New Year's resolution. I want to lose some weight, which I probably should. I want to lose some weight. But your real goal is to be healthy. Some people want to be healthy. They know their exact new goal. I want to be successful. I want to make this much of money in 2018. I want to help so many people in Palestine and Kashmir and here and there. I want to help the food bank. I want to help the masjid. I want to do this. I want to do that. It's a new year. And everybody puts a new goal. But the scholars say, the only way to achieve your goal is to have a plan and to hold on tight to that plan. Follow it to the letter and more, and put as much effort in it as possible. Now this is to improve our day life. This is to improve our business, to improve our situation in the earth, to improve the earth itself. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us. Let's not forget. He told us that we have to construct this earth. هو أنشأكم من الأرض واستعمركم فيها. He told us that we have to build civilizations. And Rasulullah ﷺ told us that أنفعكم خير الناس أنفعهم للناس. The best among people are the most beneficial to people. Yes, and that we should do. But how about our own strategic goal? To go into Jannah. to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to deserve His mercy. We should have a plan. Look into last year and tell yourself, how was my salah? Which is the most important thing in our deen. Was I praying on time? Was I praying in the first, just right after adhan, in the masjid as much as possible, making wudu to perfection, making all my sunnah? Did I wake up at night and do some qiyam al-layl? إِنَّ نَاشِئَةَ اللَّيْلِ هِيَ أَشَدُّ وَطْأً وَأَقْوَمُ قِيلًا. You know, if you can succeed in this struggle against your own desires, and when you wake up and you make the salah, during the day it would be easy. What have we done with our salah? And then plan for next year. Inshallah, you've done good. I mean, some people did. But then plan for next year. Let it be your goal. And then put a plan. How am I going to wake up for Fajr every morning exactly at the right time? Not after the sun is up. How am I going to make sure that I pray the sunnah and perfect my wudu and perfect my salah and introduce khushu'? Fix something in your life for 2018 and put a plan. How am I going to achieve it? Look into the Quran. How much did you read last year? Every day or every month? And then how much of what you read you understood? How much did I apply in my life? And then for 2018, I want to put a plan that I will read ayat. There will be a special recitation, not the recitation to recite, but special recitation to understand and apply. Read one ayah, understand it fully, the way the scholars did. As much as possible. Every time you go back, you will understand something new anyway. And then come up with something new that you will change in your own self and you will apply from that Quran. How about behavior? How was our behavior last year? Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says, أَلَا أُخْبِرُكُمْ بِمَنْ يَحْرُمُ عَلَى النَّارِ وَمَنْ تَحْرُمُ عَلَيْهِ النَّارِ على كل قريب هين سهل. Should I tell you about the person that the hellfire is haram for him, and it's haram for him to go to the hellfire, and the hellfire will not touch him? They said, Ya Rasulullah. He says, everybody that's easy going, hayyirun sahl, doesn't ask for too much. The first person that comes to mind when you need something. You know, most of our families, our parents usually call one person, and you're lucky if it's you. It's not the other way around. That means you are hayyinun sahl. You are an easy person to talk to. You're the person that they can account, that they can depend on. It will make a difference when it's you, inshallah. Put a plan. That I will make it me. I will be the one that people think of when they need something. And then put the plan in details. This is how I'm going to do it. Every time I hear somebody calling me, that means he's giving me an opportunity. And I'll take it. I will smile. Maybe I'm not the smiling type. But if I don't see my smile, it will not be easy for them to ask me again. So I'm going to start trying to smile. At first, you'll make it up. But eventually it will become a custom. It will become what you will do every time that will happen. So the first thing is we should have reflected on 2017 or the day before when we wake up. The second thing was we should be optimistic that what's coming, inshallah, is good. And we can change and we can make a difference in people's life and our own destiny to Jannah, inshallah. And the third thing, we should plan for it. And if we don't plan, people who don't plan never get anywhere. You can get a lot of New Year's resolutions and goals, but you will not achieve them unless you plan. And once you plan, there comes al-azima, the real will, the strong will to hold on and do the hard work. Without it, you get nowhere. فَإِذَا عَزَمْتَ فَتَوَكَّلْ عَلَى اللَّهِ. How do we understand that? If you make up your mind, then you get up, you put all your effort, tawakkal ala Allah, that means you put on all the effort that you can. materialistic effort, the training, the management, the knowledge, and the hard work. And then you rely on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to get it done. You believe that only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will get it done. But you have to put in that effort. Just look at Musa alayhi salam when he told his follower, وَإِذْ قَالَ مُوسَى لِفَتَاهُ لَا أَبْرَحُ حَتَّى أَبْلُغَ مَجْمَعَ الْبَحْرَيْنِ أَوْ أَمْضِيَ حُقُبًا. Musa told his follower, he told him, I will not stop looking for that man that has knowledge that I don't have. Because I want that knowledge, that's my goal. I will not stop, even if I keep searching for him. Huquba. Each huquba is 40 years. Huquba is jama'. The sum of huquba, that means he would go at least 120 years looking for him. Allahu Akbar. Yes, it takes a lot to achieve your goal. It's not going to be easy. It needs work. And sometimes it means failure. As a matter of fact, all the time, you will fail somewhere. And those successful people are not the ones who will not fail. They will fail. But those are the ones who get up again and try again. They go back where they made the mistake and they do it in a different way. Don't do it the same way. Or maybe sometimes you have to change your goal. Don't do it the same way. Like Einstein says, it's foolish to do the same thing over and over and expect different results. Either you have to change what you're doing or you change the way you do it. Look at Musa alayhi salam again. Musa alayhi salam, when he missed the place where he would find the man, and his follower told him that we missed it, فَارْتَدَّ عَلَى آثَارِهِمَا قَصَصًا. They went back. Okay, that's where we made the mistake. We will go back just before there and we'll start in the correct way. But like I said, sometimes you have to change your goal. You have to change your ways. The goal of Rasulullah alayhi wa sallam after Hunayn, after he won in Hunayn against the people of Ta'if and others, is to go open a Ta'if, to conquer a Ta'if, to make them submit forcefully to his power. And he goes 14, 15 days and it's not happening. And Rasulullah realizes it's not going to happen. He sets a different goal in a different way. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's will is not there. So he says, إِنَّا قَافِلُونَ غَدًا. Tomorrow we're going back home. The Ta'if is not going to be open with force. Eventually, they just come believers without even any fight. But we have to change. Sometimes we change our ways, sometimes we change the goal itself. And the last thing in the first khutbah that I will talk about is this is an opportunity. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us the life this morning when we woke up. He gave us the ability, He gave us the health to come to the masjid. This is an opportunity. If you don't take care of it, if you do not take advantage of it, then it will not come back. Abu Darda says, you are nothing but the time you spend on this earth. Every moment that goes away, a part of your life is gone. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us from those who really make a resolution to fulfill. They put the plan to do it. They are optimistic about it and they put their effort and their hard work to achieve it, inshaAllah. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us from those who make a difference in their own lives and in the lives of others around them. وَادْعُوا اللَّهَ وَأَنْتُمْ مُوقِنُونَ بِالْإِجَابَةِ. بسم الله والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه. اللهم لا سهل إلا ما جعلته سهلا وأنت تجعل الحزن إذا شئت سهلا. Imam al-Hasan al-Basri, one of the greatest scholars, one of the tabi'een, he lived with some of the Sahaba of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, and they used to come and ask him. He said once, I met people, I lived with people, I dealt with people, that they care for their time more than you guys care for your keep with your money. Imagine. Imam al-Nawawi used to say, if I can, I would buy time from people. And they asked him, how would you buy time? From who would you buy that time? He said, from all those people that want to kill time. I'm sure we've all heard this. I hope nobody have said it before. But most of us have. You kill your time, you kill your opportunity. You kill your own self. That's your life. And as one of the scholars said, you will never be able to do everything that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered you to do. You will never be as close as you probably want to be to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The important thing, not that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala finds you have finished that journey and arrived where you want to be, or where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala want to be. The important part is, where are you when you die? Are you on the path to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Make sure, because we don't know when are we going to die. Death can come at any time. Make sure that when death does come, you are on the way to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the last thing that I would like to remind us of, nothing happens without Allah's giving. After we do exercise our utmost effort, we put in what we can put in, then we have to rely on Allah. That is when you make the dua, not before. We do our hard work, we do our homework, and then we make the dua. But without making the dua, how are you relying on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? And there is a number. You want a number to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, like one of the scholars said, the number is 222. Sounds like I'm telling you to pick up the phone and dial 222. That's not it, of course. Scholars said it's 2 ruk'ah that you do it at 2 o'clock in the morning with 2 tears that comes from your eyes. Sincere to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one who gives happiness and success. Ask only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that is how we are only slaves to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, rather than being slaves to everybody else. اللهم انصر الإسلام وأعز المسلمين وأذل الشرك والمشركين ودمر أعداءك أعداء الدين. اللهم اقسم لنا من خشيتك ما تحول به بيننا وبين أن نعصيك، ومن طاعتك ما تبلغنا به جنتك، ومن اليقين ما تهون به علينا مصائب الدنيا، ومتعنا اللهم بأسماعنا وأبصارنا وقواتنا ما أحييتنا، واجعله الوارث منا، واجعل ثأرنا على من ظلمنا، وانصرنا على من عادانا، ولا تجعل الدنيا أكبر همنا ولا مبلغ علمنا ولا إلى النار مصيرنا. اللهم إنا نسألك باسمك الأعظم الذي إذا سئلت به أعطيت، وإذا دعيت به أجبت، وإذا استرحمت به رحمت. اللهم فك أسر المسجد الأقصى، اللهم فك أسر المسجد الأقصى، اللهم فك أسر المسجد الأقصى. اللهم اجعلنا أهلا لفك أسر المسجد الأقصى. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل وسلم وزد ودم وبارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. وأقم الصلاة.